today. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams taking the field and leading the way. The man from Cal, the former #1 overall pick, Jared Goff.
I love this guy's makeup. He is not afraid to fail. He attacks on just about every snap. Wants to throw the football downfield first. He'll throw it short if he has to. But bottom line, he wants to put a lot of pressure on the defense with his arm.
Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Akers. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, here's Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a run with Akers. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run this with Akers. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Akers, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's Goff. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
Rams 3, Ravens nothing.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10. Got a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Allow me a second here to gush, because in his college career, the only player in NCAA history to rush for over 1,500 yards and pass for over 3,500 yards in a season, and he did it twice.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. Yet he only won the Heisman Trophy once.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Jackson will throw again. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game.
And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He was brought down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff now looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Well, it's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
They'll run a draw now with Akers. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it, shedding the tackle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 60 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the gun, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
First down, Los Angeles. That's the end of the first quarter.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Goff throwing again. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Again, Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing again is Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
To the air again, Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
A 44-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
13. Ravens 7.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. That was a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Jackson sliding out of the pocket, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the option, Jackson will keep it. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, he'd had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got Snead. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Snead that time. First down, Baltimore.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
That was a good, strong run for a first down. And they are just dominating right now in this drive. They've stayed on the field, which consequently means the opposition's offense can't get out there and score any points.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Jackson's going to keep it.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal.
From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 21-yard attempt.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Goff. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Johnny Hecker.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Rolling to his left. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change your name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get expected.
Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go.
On first and 10, it's Jackson.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. After the interception, here's Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the gun, Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is gone. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gay's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Returning it, Justice Hill. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
Caught by Snead over the middle. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
A 7-yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
16 more yards.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Jackson on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Jackson's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Jackson's pass.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Brought down.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
Makes the score Rams 16, Ravens 10.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you're that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 1st down, gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw, Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a 1st down throw, Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Again, Goff. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down, L.A. Goff finding Reynolds there.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Goff throwing again. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Goff.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From the gun, here's Goff. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
At the 4-yard line.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Goff and Tyler Higbee hooking up. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Goff now to throw, and this is going to be caught. It's good, and that extends their lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a nice Nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Right at the line.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 41, Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson now. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 4 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Dancing, and he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
24. Ravens 13.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. On the return, it's Simba Webster. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense.
And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. And he'll drop here to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. A shotgun snap for Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
On 1st down, Akers. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Goff's throw here finds Woods. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
To Robert Woods.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Goff fighting through pressure. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5-yard gain makes it 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Cam Akers.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
I said, what's bad news? Bad news is you spent more.
Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And Jackson throwing once more. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jackson will throw again. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Jackson steps away. He'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 27 yards, and the Ravens get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return comes Webster. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, their 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Akers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee.
Goff's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big time read, big time play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
on the keeper.
Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 6 there on first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Goff. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended target was Cam Akers.
And it's 3rd and 4.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Now Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down at
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Going right back to Akers.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more. This from 54 yards away. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
31, Ravens 20.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 11, just over a minute 40 to play. They need a touchdown with a two-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for.
And that'll bring up second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
If you know, you know.
The previous play is under review.
It's awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
Second and 11.
Now a run with Akers. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. So the LA Rams with a victory here, and it's not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.